What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Factorio. This is the day 14 update, and we are going strong. Probably not as strong or as efficient as we could be, but I don't feel like making a whole factory worth of green science packs or a whole factory worth of blue processors, even though I probably should, because 2 machines is not enough, and a third just for my own supply. Well, that is enough for me, but 2 machines just trying to supply the entire base doesn't seem like enough, but I'm rolling with it because I don't feel like putting in the effort. So judge me as you will. New things today: I did get that stone base set up. We got stone base alpha ready to go. I just took the copper turrets and I brought them down here because I'm like, well, if copper's getting attacked, then we have a problem somewhere else. But stone base is in the way from any attacks, so I just moved their turrets down here to protect stone base. Going to stop here. Obviously, it's full cargo because it didn't even stop for that long. A nice little stone mining base. I have it feeding here just down the track. It probably is backed up because I'm not actually using this stone right now. I'm waiting till this space is all used up, and I see that one on the end is finally done. We can go pick it up, the drill. And a few transport belts. This reminds me I have a few transport belts to deposit into the transport belt making line. We're gonna wait till this 42,000, which still actually is quite a bit of stone. It would appear. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. That seems it stopped for now. 6.1, 12, 19, 18, so right in the middle here. Of course, it's doubled up because these mines overlap, but right in the center, there's still quite a bit of stone left, so just gotta wait on that. Put some of these in there. I should pick up some more because I'm low. And up here, you may have noticed this thing in the corner of your eye. Maybe not. Maybe you didn't notice till I brought it up. But this is the rocket silo that I researched last time. Finally put one together. Plopped it up here. So basically it's consuming rocket control units, low density structure, and rocket fuel in order to make rocket parts. It takes 10, 10, and 10 each, and each time it completes I don't know, one of these rocket parts, I guess. Crafts one of these rocket parts. Where's this at? Iron base. These creepers must be attacking. Alright. We'll head over there shortly. So every time it crafts one of these, you can see the percent went up. Every time it crafts one of these rocket parts, rocket progress goes up by 1%. So we've done 10, we got 90 to go. And then I don't know if I launched the rocket. I unchecked this box because I was like, well, I want it to auto launch. So I wonder if we get to choose like what cargo goes up there in space. I don't actually really know. But we'll capture the moments leading up to right before the rocket launch for sure. Whether that's a full day advance or if it's shorter. We'll see. The slowest thing is rocket fuel right now, and which holds it up is this, because this it's going pretty smooth now. Actually, before, like this, see, like our white oil would back up, and it still is a little bit, but basically the oil refinery doesn't run as long as one of its outputs is full. you know? So if I was really desperate, I could siphon off light oil to siphon off it to like just a storage tank. But we'll see how long it takes. Still works at a moderate pace, but it's not as fast as it constantly working. So yeah, rocket silos in motion to launch a rocket to win the game. So we're coming up kind of towards the end here. It's pretty nice, pretty fun, been a good time. Being my first time beating Factorio, launching a rocket into space. The last world I did with a few friends, I was on vacation and they launched the rocket without me, and then I was like, okay, well, there's no point in playing the game anymore. So I was like, well, for fuck's sakes, I'm not even there. So whatever. I guess I'll launch the rocket solo and call it a day. Here we're researching the space science pack. So it allows us to send satellites into space, and we receive scientific data, which can be used to produce the science packs. So you'd build one of these, I guess, and then you need to launch it from your rocket silo, I don't know, or attach it to your completed rocket maybe as cargo. I don't know exactly how that works. Like I said, that's my first time doing it. But other than that, I went over Stone Base, went over my rocket silo. Yeah, I think that kind of about rounds it up for this update. I'm gonna go show off my super awesome Spidertron, Spidey, nicknamed him Spidey because, for short, for no other reason. We've got Spidey here. He's super fast now, comparable to yesterday. I've decked him out with some overdrive engines, a couple of fusion reactor Mark IIs, so they just pump out energy for the grid system here, like same as what the solar panels were doing. And yeah, this is only 750, whereas these four things are 800 combined together, but you only get it half the time because when it's night, they stop producing, of course, whereas the fusion reactors go at all times. So I added a couple more batteries, and I took out some solar panels, just put them in my tank. I had these 3 overdrive units. I added a 3rd shield, I think. I added a couple more laser defense. Can't remember if I had 2 or 3, but anyways, I added whatever to get a total of 5. And we'll go on and walk on this base that was pestering our iron base, and you guys will just get to see it's super cool. It just annihilates. You just walk up and, I miss the plasma turret, but at the same time, this is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good trade-off where you don't lose speed going over cliffs or going through the trees. You just walk. You don't have to worry about anything. It's still very effective at killing the alien neighbors. You can turn basically on a dime in an instant, you're going this way and it's like, oh, it's like the alien worm things, the alien turrets shoot that way. Well, it looks like I'm going, oh, this way, dodge it. See, just run over that cliff too. Needless to say, the walking vehicle, this like spider tank, was pretty good investment, I'd say. Especially now that it's got the overdrive engines. Like, at first I was like, oh, this kind of fucking blows, because the tank is much faster getting around, but once you add those overdrive engines, or motors, whatever they're called, overdrive engine, okay, so they have motor and engine. Well, I have 3 of the engines, which is 60% plus movement speed. The motor is only 30%. So I have 180 plus movement speed now, compared to what it was yesterday, just 100%. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with it. like I said, if you're a Factorio player, you play this game. Once you get the walking vehicle, it's game over because it's pretty good investment. Not to mention it being paired with Mark V laser defense. That's pretty good. I do have the turrets. This tank comes with turrets instead of you can get a few ones. You can get like a rocket launcher one. You can get a cannon launching walking vehicle. This one's just a turret one, so you can turn those on, and then it does auto fire your gun turrets as well, like with our red clipped ammo, or piercing rounds. So it does auto shoot those as well. Like say if you didn't have any laser defense in it in your logistic system or your grid system, you could walk up and auto fire with your gun turrets, which saves you the hassle of having to, I mean, it doesn't, not that it's hard shooting, but you know, it just saves you, like, can worry about evasion more than focusing on shooting. And like, I don't know how effective the bullets are at this rate, so I could probably just turn them back off. So the lasers seem to be doing quite a bit of the damage. Those are kind of a last resort in case I run out of power. Because as you can see, going at this at a long time, we would eventually run out of power, but we're doing all right. If I were to keep going like this, I would definitely have to stop and take a break for the reactors and solar panels to catch up, but you know, it's not like I'm going on a huge. How much oil we got here? Ooh, almost 2,000. That's pretty neat. So I've sidetracked completely. I don't think we'll need that because, like I said, once the rocket's launched, I think I'll be done with Factorio at least for a while, anyways. Maybe come back to it eventually, but the rocket's kind of the end game. It even says that when to build a rocket silo, doesn't it? Use to craft and launch a rocket to win the game. Yeah, basically, you win the game once a rocket's launched. See if those guys were shooting over there. I'm like, nope, just take a quick right, and not run into what they're spitting at me. Although too, I don't know if they really hit this. I haven't been hit once yet in the walking vehicle because, like I said, it. Like if you drive over at with the tank would pick that up. Whereas like the whole point of the walking vehicle is it kind of like goes around shit. So not being directly hit by anything, I don't actually know how strong this thing is because it just hasn't happened yet. And like trying to go over and walk over something, it just doesn't work. So I don't know exactly how strong this thing is, but not getting hit at all, I would argue is pretty damn strong. So yeah, I'll say it once more, and I'll just repeat myself, but it was definitely worth the investment. But I think that'll do it for today, guys. I'm gonna go back up to base quick, check on some things. And then probably go kill some more aliens over on the east side by Copper Base Bravo. Because its laser turret's been activated a couple times too, so go take care of that, I guess. But anyways, that will do it for today. So I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, comment, do any and all of those things if you enjoyed the video today. And as we say up here in Canada, peace out!